Hey everyone, so this video is going to be kind of like unpopular opinion, discussion of the day type Pinterest post. This is going to be completely unscripted. I'm pretty much just talking, and I'm sorry if I sound tired, that's because I am. So the first one says, students should be given the option to take a day off of school if they feel so mentally drained that they won't be able to focus instead of having to go through the whole day with teachers yelling at them. I feel like I could agree with this, but the thing is, I feel like people would abuse it if there wasn't, a good system in place, and I don't know really how that would work. The process of being able to take a mental health day off and stuff like that. Because anyone could just say that they're feeling mentally drained and make up this whole thing and just skip whatever they want, and it's how would you even regulate that? What system would work for something like that? Alright, so this next one says, kids should not be allowed on social media before the age of 13. This one, right off the bat, I wholeheartedly agree with, because it's a lot of kids just have unrestricted internet access, and it ends up being really bad if they end up on the wrong sides of the internet. And, of course, they're being exposed to, creeps and stuff like that. I think if they're properly monitored, by their parents, they might be able to go on the internet, but overall, social media is just bad for your mental health and stuff like that, and if you're a 13-year-old and you don't know better, it's just, no. So this next one says, we should probably stop canceling people over something they did 8 years ago. People effing change. Grow up. So this one, I can mostly agree with. There's in most instances, it might be something dumb they might have said, say 13 years ago, and it's people change, and what also changed is the environment of the internet. Stuff that you could say 10 years ago is not acceptable now, and it's you can't really apply today's logic to something that happened 10, 20 years ago, and that applies with history too. Alright, so this one says, if you think someone talking about their gender identity or sexuality is cringe, you are a terrible person. This is kind of I'm not sure, because it's kind of vague. In what instance are they talking about it? I mean, if they're just sharing their experiences and it's a valid gender identity, then I don't think people should make fun of people for that. But if it's popcorn gender or something crazy, I don't know, but it's I don't get why people really care that much, you know what I mean? And a lot of the people who participate with cringe culture and stuff like that, I mean, usually they're just edgy teenagers. I mean, I wouldn't jump to calling them a horrible person, you know? Okay, so this says, hey, we should probably stop romanticizing manipulation. Stop being proud of being a manipulator. It doesn't make you quirky, it makes you a shit person. As someone who's been manipulated, it's a horrible experience and not something to take pride in. Manipulators are not hot or cool. Stop. This one I 100% agree with, because manipulating someone is not something to be proud of, and it really messes with their head and might cause issues in the future. And all around, it's just bad. Manipulating someone to get what you want from them, I mean, I guess it might seem cool or badass or something, but you're hurting the person in the process, and if that happened to you, you wouldn't be very happy about it. Alright, last one. Saying you don't support the LGBTQ plus community but respect us is still being homophobic. This one I can't say I necessarily agree with, because people will have religious reasons, or LGBTQ might go against some of their personal beliefs, and as long as they're treating those people equally, if you're being treated with respect, it's not stopping you from doing anything. It's not they're not against you necessarily. They just it doesn't align with their beliefs personally, and I think that's fine. I'm saying this as someone who is LGBTQ. I don't think it's homophobic, per se. And that'll be the end of the video. Feel free to comment if you have a differing opinion on this, or there's something that I'm missing, because I'm definitely willing to change my opinion if there's something else that I'm not taking into account. These were just kind of like my initial reactions, so it's not really my final opinions. So yeah.